first week of the preseason, it's really to assess the guys, kind of see where they're at. They got some time off, which is great. They needed time to recharge and kind of get away from rugby, but also hopefully stay fit. So the first day is really how fit are they, where are they at, so just making sure that we know exactly where to start with each of the guys moving forward. I thought they came back in great shape last year, but I didn't really have anything to benchmark them from. So now having a full year under my belt, it was good to see the guys come back in and for me to have an idea on where they should be based on markers we gave them when they were leaving, and they came back in fantastic shape. There are a couple of standard tests that we have to execute to make sure that we have baseline markers for their health. So they did Nordboard and groin bar. It's great to have Val Performance come in and help us with that. We also have them do their skin fold testing to see where they're at as well. The 1K is always big, so we're going to do some type of aerobic fitness test to get baseline levels again on where their fitness is, so that we can start to program and start to design what their conditioning will look like going through the preseason. So we're actually really fortunate this year that the preseason is longer than it usually is. With the Rugby World Cup and with the nature of the schedule for the Pro 14 kind of shifting, we've gotten 4 more weeks than we did last year. We had 8 weeks last year. We've got about 12 to 13 weeks this year. So what that means is it gives us an opportunity to really continue to reinforce building a really strong physical foundation for the guys before we have to dedicate a lot of our time to rugby. So for the first block of the preseason, that's what it's going to really be dedicated towards, to maximizing the amount of conditioning we can get in for these guys, how fit we can make them, how strong we can make them, how much we can improve their movement quality before they get out onto the rugby pitch without understanding or without having the pressure of really trying to drive as much rugby as possible. So it actually turns out to be, I think, the perfect blueprint for preseason, where we can have a block that is solely dedicated to physical preparation before we start to introduce the rugby, but we won't lose any time on the rugby side because of the length of the preseason. So really excited about it.